Several concerned women call Fox 2 about the dangers of a parking garage in the Central West End run by the city of St. Louis. They complain there's no security and plenty of problems. Elliot Davis checks out the
Plenty of problems.
garage in tonight's You Paid For It.
The problem is this St. Louis City-run parking garage on Euclid in the Central West End. I got the call to take a look from women who use the garage. Some of them work at a local university. They say it's the most convenient place to park, even though it's far from the safest. There is no security at all in the garage. They walk in a group for safety.
When I walked into the stairwell, there was a naked man. And, you know, it's normal hours.
Naked man. Stairwell. Oh, God.
8 o'clock in the morning, and there's no staff here for me to report to it, or shoo these these people away.
What concerning experiences have you had?
Random men, when I'm trying to park, approaching us as I was leaving work one day, and there were two men outside of the garage here, and they watched me and another woman into our vehicles and followed us all the way up. And then once we were in our vehicles, tried to knock on the window to approach us.
So how does this make you feel?
Well, it makes you feel angry and very scared for your life.
Not only don't they see a guard, they never see anyone.
Wait a second. I was told that if they just yell for help, that every black man in sight is just get automatically lynched.
Well, yeah, isn't that what they were saying about the city bike Karen? Like,
right. I just confused out of thin air.
Yeah, she yelled for help, and suddenly they were all like 100 nooses came out of thin air, and just
Yeah, it's like these weaponizing of tears, man. Why didn't something wrong with you, Gladys? Like when the guy's knocking on the window of your car, that's when you weaponize your tears, man. Like, why didn't she just weaponize her tears and whatever? What do those tears do, by the way?
The weaponized tears bring the army of cops in there, and then suddenly they go in front of the corrupt judges, and boom.
Vigilante gliders too. Yeah, the vigilante.
They bring the pain.
Yeah. It's like we got 3 glider women here, just telling, and we know they're talking about Sunman because this is St. Louis. So this is St. Louis. This is not on Burritos. This is not Sun Burritos. This is Sunman in St. Louis. And their account is just vastly different than what we're told by the mainstream media.
All in the garage. They walk in a group for safety.
When I walked into the stairwell, there was a naked man.
Like, that's
and,
gonna help.
It's normal hours, 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's no staff here for me to report to it, or shoot.
How are the 3 of them gonna defend themselves?
What concerning experience?
Hey, man, you gotta keep it down, man. We trying to play the video, man.
Oh, sorry.
You a little chipper there, man.
Oh, sorry, man.
Man, one shot of espresso next time.
At all,
I drink more than that.
They walk in a group for safety.
When I walked into the stairwell, there was a naked man. And, it's normal hours, 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's no staff here for me to report to it, or shoo these people away.
What concerning experiences have you had?
Random men, when I'm trying to park, approaching us as I was leaving work one day, and there were two men outside of the garage here, and they watched me and another woman into our vehicles and followed us all the way up. And then once we were in our vehicles, tried to knock on the window to approach us.
So how does this make you feel?
Well, it makes you feel angry and very scared for your life.
Not only don't they see a guard, they never see anyone in this parking garage office either. I didn't see anyone or any security the several times I came here.
Anyone is able to just walk on in.
Uh-oh, now we're going to see some change. Shaniqua upset, man. That's the real weaponized tears right there.
Hey, but I did want to say when they were talking, where's fishermen when you need them?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fishermen would have told him, man, what's up, man. But this is just crazy. Man, them white women are helpless.
Right.
Like, it's not even different from the narrative. It's the opposite.
The opposite. You know, and I can't help but wonder, did the glider queens fail the men, or did the men fail the glider queens? I don't
I
know.
think I think it's always the men failing. I think
There's
the
been
women.
deficiencies on both front. I think it's fair to say.
Well, hold on, Hi, Black. Since you're the only legible glider on the panel right now. But listen, man, you you're gonna put the blame on women. That sounds like a Sunman thing to do, man.
No, I'm not really blaming the women. I'm saying that, like, they're, they've, but glider men and glider
I
women
guess
are
he's
both
away.
playing a part in this.
Gliderman's here, right? You hear Gliderman?
Oh, Gliderman's still in it.
What's up?
But Gliderman, he's a boomer, man. Aren't you a boomer, man?
But even
no,
so,
I'm not the 2,000-year-old man. No.
Well, even so, maybe he could help us understand
about what.
Like I was saying, at least me hearing these. Did you hear what the glider woman said?
Yeah, but they voted for this too.
Yeah,
See,
well, I can't help but wonder,
I have a hard time getting past the fact that you voted for this, and
yeah, I can't help but wonder, Gliderman, did the glider queens fail the men, or did the men fail the glider queens?
It's the glider queens that are voting for this, so I think they failed everybody.
There's plenty of glider men voting for this too.
No. Glider men will act like they voted for it because you got to act like that.
But yeah, if you do, I guess if you look at the maps where they divide it by sex.
But I just say he thinks that the men are failing the women. Did you see what they had to do to fucking go to their car?
Right, but they vote. But see, there's an easy solution to this. Those guys who are doing that would normally be locked up, but they're not. Why are they not locked up? Because these women voted for the politicians who are going for this for the programs that are allowing. These women may even work for the programs. Who knows? Maybe they're all social workers. I don't know. And they're part of it, and then they're like shocked when this is going on.
So the glider queens failed the men, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I just hope no glider man is dumb enough to be like, yeah, sure, I'll walk you to your car for your safety, and then end up getting shot and killed.
Well, no. Then you wind up if you help them, then you wind up being Daniel Penny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It seems like you glider men are y'all aren't the same glider men that fucking traverse the oceans and shit, and you know what I'm saying, charted the seas. You motherfuckers are pale in comparison to the fucking gliders of days going by, man. A lot of days going by would have been like, son, man, unhand that woman, man.
Yeah.
Right,
well, as adventurous as they may have been, they've still made the monumentally stupid decision to bring y'all with them.
And not so long ago either. I want to say not that long
okay,
ago.
who wants to volunteer to be Daniel Penny right now?
No, I'm not saying be Daniel Penny. It doesn't have to be like Daniel Penny or nothing. There's middle ground. There's not just A or Z. It's Q R W T. It's a bunch of letters between A and Z, man.
Well, okay. Did you in the biker Karen thing, in the biker Karen video? There's a glider in there. He's on the phone. Why isn't he on the phone calling 911? He won't even call 911. That's where it's gotten to. He won't even call the cops. That guy. He's just standing there telling her what to do. He won't touch. He won't lift a finger. He won't call. You don't have to like get involved in a fight with those 5 kids, but you could call the cops. But he didn't even do that.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and tell you I'm really disappointed. Shout out to Battle Wealth. I'm really disappointed in you, glider men, because just not really what you're saying, but the tact, the tone, the your energy about this is leaving me wanting, because I'm like, yo, there's no fervor. You guys are here on Ock Nation, and it's still no fervor in your bones. Like, imagine what y'all would have said if y'all on MSNBC or y'all on Twitter.
Right.
I mean, it depends upon where you are. In other words, like they have one of these prosecutors here in St. Louis. I mean, you lift a finger and harm a little hair on the chin of some maniac sun man who's running around naked, trying to grab these women, and you're the one who's going to wind up in jail.
Well, the gliderman allowed that to happen in a way, right?
No, that's what I'm saying is that who voted for this? It's females voted for this.
But at some point, the men got to put their foot down.
Take a hold of your females then.
Well, yeah, that one is true. You know, we're not.
Oh yeah, like sun men have hold on their females.
Yeah, we're not. You know, we're not.
Yeah.
We are not controlling our women folk.
Don't let the Sandman hear you talking like that.
Hey, I never heard. Look, you know, like you said about the old time glidermen, they created good times, and those good times created these weak glidermen.
Okay, I'll take that.
I think that's a fact for sure.
Genetic Freak says, "Sorry, gliderman, the fault lies at your feet. Think about it. The Sandman." Yes, man.
The Sandmen are getting plugged in right in the noggin.
Yeah, but not in Arabia.
Oh, but I mean that's irrelevant. That's look. You cannot stop the sun from rising, brother.
Yeah, that Sandman getting hit. That would just be the same as if if a car had skipped the curb and hit him, or like as if somebody that was just a freak of nature. That was just like a weather event. But
or even like Sandman getting like robbed and murdered in these 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
You cannot stop the sun from rising, Gliderman.
That stuff is just normal, but those Sandmen do not have these types of problems, man. So it can
look the Sandman has enslaved Sunmen way longer than the Gliderman, right? But how many in all of Sand Nations? How many movies do you see where they like beat themselves up because they did the slave trade? You'll never see that with the Sandmen. But over here, the glider people over here, every fucking 2 weeks there's a fucking movie about slavery and shit.
Every 2 days.
Yeah. Listen, man. You guys, the Sandman is he's the blueprint, man. He's the bluept, and gliders are no longer the blueprint, which is sad, man.
I'm not saying they don't have the right idea. I'm just saying that in a place like that, if you're on a train and there's some crazy.
No, we're not talking about the train. We're talking about this specific incident. You keep trying to compare it to something else.
Right.
White women cannot walk to their cars openly. Like, it's not a secret. It's not like something that, it's an open thing. It's as known as it's as big as the sun.
To be fair though, I not just glider queens, but as much as PAN hates to hear me say it, no female is saved because of you know who.
Yeah,
you heard the sister.
But this is not a secret. This is like, all right, let's just say no one knew, right, what was going on with these glider women and stuff. Now you know.
In the garage. They walk in a group for safety.
You get what I'm saying? Now you know. So like it's like, and then it's like, well, they voted for it. Well, yeah, they voted for it because they're silly little women. But what are you men gonna do about it?
I came here to downtown St. Louis for the treasurer.
You notice the guy that they pay to provide security, he's not even in his office. He wants no part of this. You saw that, right? They showed the office, that's empty. And there's obviously some security guy that they pay to deal with this stuff. I mean, nobody wants to touch it because everybody knows that you try to stop this stuff and you're the one who winds up in jail.
Well, I think
if you're a glider.
I think I know why glidermen let this let this stuff happen. It's because and maybe a lot of you won't agree with me on this, but I think it's mostly due to chemical warfare, because if you look at it, a lot of gliders are on these psychiatric medications when they're young. I think that has a lot to do with it. I mean, you may think I'm crazy for saying that, but I think that's definitely a component.
Are you saying that chemical castration, the chemically castrating glidermen?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe more fucking with their heads.
Yeah.
Than actually chemically castrating them, but I think I get what you're saying for sure.
Glider
society is overly medicated.
And these, yeah.
All I'm saying is okay, you guys. Here's the thing: you guys have to hear Sun people talk about how dangerous y'all are, how evil y'all are, and how if one of your women stubs her toe, to know on her own volition, like she's just not paying attention and stubs her toe, if she shrieks, paratroopers will come down and snatch up the first Sun man in the fucking median area and fucking hang him from a tree. So that's what you're dealing with. But we know the narrative is the exact opposite. So you're actually dealing with it from both sides. So you're getting dragged in the narrative, in the public narrative. You're fucking public enemy number one, and then the opposite is true in reality. So it's a double fucking. It's like you're like one of those pornos where the girl's giving head and she's taking it in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because let's face it, glider men, they're cowardly and they're afraid. They're afraid of confrontation. Because me, even with the being disabled and stuff, I wouldn't let some man talk to my woman like that some man in the subway in New York. I would probably sucker punch him or something like that, even if he would have kicked my ass afterwards. But see, that's the mentality you have to have. You can't be, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid.
No, bro, he's not gonna kick your ass, bro. That's the mentality you gotta have. You're gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, you even didn't realize you cucked yourself right there. You even thought you were going hard, and you cucked in your attempt to go hard. Even if he kicks my ass, afterwards, what if he's what if the Sun man can't fight? You can't even imagine that a Sun man can't fight.